You may be able to permanently skip the drive-thru once you try my recipe for oven-baked chicken tenders. Hey guys, I'm Kristen from A Mindful Mom, and I love to get in the kitchen and share with you easy recipes your family will love. And today I'm sharing with you one of my kids' all-time favorites, homemade baked chicken tenders. This recipe is so much better than anything you can get in the freezer section or in the drive-thru. These chicken tenders are moist, flavorful, and best of all, they're crispy without being fried. I have a few tricks that will help you create the best chicken tender recipe ever. The first thing you need to do is prepare your chicken. Now, you can purchase chicken tenders right from your grocery store, or you can purchase chicken breasts and cut them into 1-inch strips. Regardless of if you choose the chicken tenders or the chicken breasts, make sure that you remove any tendons or fat. Nobody likes to bite into that. It's often much more economical to buy the chicken breasts and cut them into strips than to purchase the chicken tenders. But remember, always check your grocery sales. Sometimes chicken tenders are often cheaper than chicken breasts. Once you've prepared your chicken, it's time to prepare the breading station. I set up 3 breading stations. 1 is for flour, 1 is for the egg wash, and 1 is for breadcrumbs. Now, tip number 1, when it comes to breadcrumbs, panko reigns. You do not want to use regular breadcrumbs. You want to look for panko breadcrumbs. They're sold usually in a box right next to your traditional breadcrumbs in your grocery store. You can find whole wheat, you can find gluten-free or regular, but it is going to make a world of difference in how crispy your chicken tenders turn out. So don't skip that step. In your first bowl, put in about 1 cup of your panko breadcrumbs. In your second bowl, you're going to put 3 eggs with 1/4 cup of water. Whisk the egg mixture until well combined. And 1 teaspoon of seasoned salt. I use my homemade seasoned salt. I'll link to that below, but you can use store-bought seasoned salt if you like. In the third bowl, place 1 cup of flour with the additional 1 teaspoon of seasoned salt and mix that together. That will help to flavor your chicken. Before breading your chicken, you want to prepare your baking dish, and this is tip number 2. You want to use a baking sheet that has a cooling rack, an oven-safe cooling rack that fits on top of your baking sheet. We're going to place our chicken tenders right on the cooling rack, and so the air will circulate around the chicken tenders as they bake, getting each side crispy without having to flip. It's a secret that will save you time, hassle, and it will make your chicken tenders so crispy. Another tip is to spray your baking sheet with nonstick spray. We don't need to use any oil in these chicken tender recipe, but we do want to coat our cooling rack so that our chicken tenders don't stick to our baking sheet. To bread your chicken tenders, start by placing your chicken strips into the flour mixture. Brush off any excess flour and then place into your egg mixture. Then place into your panko mixture. Use your fingers to really press that panko into your chicken tenders so that every surface is nice and crispy. Another trick to making the most crispy, juicy chicken tenders is to bake them at a really high temperature. We're going to bake our chicken tenders at 425 degrees for 10 to 13 minutes. That high heat is going to crisp up the outside of the chicken in just the right amount of time to cook the inside of the chicken tender so that it doesn't dry out. Once your chicken tenders are cooked, remove from the oven. You can serve your chicken tenders with ketchup, honey mustard, ranch. I like sweet and sour. Even marinara sauce is delicious. Sometimes I even cut up these chicken tenders and put on a salad for a delicious, healthy treat. It's one meal my whole family loves, and it's one that my kids sing my praises. I love to serve these chicken tenders with my homemade oven-baked fries, and you can catch that video coming up next.